run between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Ford Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Baker going to throw this right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 66 yards.
Well, Bart, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
Regular. Point it right.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The 2 teams barely off the buses. They've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost them.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards, the final tally.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on this end.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Mike Hilton, always dangerous on the corner blitz, and he gets the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
In motion, left goes Boyd. Burrow will throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Mayfield on play action.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. That's good for the Lions. First and goal at the 8-yard line. Here's Swift. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing. Mayfield. Throw to St. Brown. Complete on the left side. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown from 3 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one. Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Here we go. 11, 18, 11.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And some space here. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Amon-Ra St. Brown going to bring it out of his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mayfield on first down. And Shark hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing on second down. Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Kirby Joseph, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shape this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Mayfield. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Back to throw.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Gun. Shot. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake, Mayfield. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
36 yards.
And the Lions have got it on cruise control.
Extra point attempt here still to come. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now as they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st down. Here's Burrow. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw.
That's caught one more time by Boyd.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. From his end zone is St. Brown. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Forced out to his left.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Trey Hendrickson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Mayfield. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Mayfield down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
Here we go. It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi.
Here we go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mayfield. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Lions are pouring it on. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Burrow going for it on 4th. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And his be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
Here we go.
Again, it's Burrow. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Burrow. And down he goes. They sag him back right around the 41-yard line. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
Here's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Once again, it's Swift.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook.
Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball. They also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, here's Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Here we go.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. That's good for 28 yards.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contra, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll give it to Mixon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. A final shot now for Burrow. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
On one, ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for